Hey guys, veteran trainer John here, and today is week 4 of the PBL, and I'm battling Poppy Boy, aka Poppy, aka Angel, aka in-game name Porcelain Doll. Anyways, so saw my team, and looking at his team, I'm like, okay, he's probably gonna lead Coco just to get that initial initiative. So I'm gonna lead Mach. There's like, Mach can do a lot of damage to his team. It hits pretty hard, and with Assault Vest, especially defensive mons, or especially offensive mons, don't do much. And I'm like, okay, he's gonna Volt Switch, he's gonna swap into something that resists poison moves. So I'm like, okay, he's gonna go into Crocodile, but no, he goes into Beedrill. All right, so he's drafted Mega Beedrill, and this Ice Punch, because I made that prediction right, well, sort of right, does huge damage. I'm like, okay, he can't Mega, because I guess he's using a different game, and he didn't have it Mega allowed. So he stays normal and goes for the Drill Run. That does huge damage to me. I think I got a low roll on the Shadow Snake. I think Shadow Snake should have taken it out. But anyways, it's not going to matter. I go for another one, and Beedrill is down. So that was a huge threat. I had a Scarfmon to handle it anyways. So he's going into Hitmon top, and I'm like, okay, what's he going to do? He goes for the Fake Out turn 1. Like, okay, that does you know, nothing, basically. Like, nothing. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to go for Shadow Sneak. But he goes for Mach Punch. I'm like, oh, well, geez, I survived that. If I would have went for Gunk Shot and hit, I could have done a huge chunk of damage to this guy. Huge chunk. And at this point, Mach's so low, he can't really survive anything. There's nothing really I want to stay in Shadow Sneak or bring in Shadow Sneak. It's not really relevant anymore. So Mach's gone. And I'm going to go into Vaporeon. I'm like, okay, I have Acid Armor on this thing. But I do kind of predict a swap. He goes into Coco, so I'm like, okay, he's going to bring in Coco. I'm going to go for Toxic. I'm going to get a Toxic on this guy, and it's going to be great. I do have an Electric Immunity, and him staying in and going for Hidden Power Ice on Vaporeon would be devastating. Way more devastating than him trying to hit me with a Thunderbolt and me going into an immunity. So I'm like, okay, this is a safe play. I'm going to get my Toxic Orb up and start my recovery. I can survive one Hidden Power Ice easily. Goes for T-Bolt. I'm like, okay. So he has Earthquake immunity. This guy has Latios. I'm pretty sure he's going to bring it in. I'm certain he's going to bring it in. I'm going to go for the Stone Edge. And he does it. He risks it all. And, you know, it sort of pays off. Because I kind of do over-predict here. But Stone Edge does huge damage to this guy. And I do have to Protect. And I haven't revealed it yet, so I go for it. And he goes in, he stays in, and he Hidden Powers Ice. And so Toxic is racking up. I'm like, okay, this is kind of a roll if Toxic takes him down. He's got like a sliver of HP left. I'm getting pretty decent recovery back. Okay, so I'm like, alright. So Hidden Power Ice. I can swap into Vaporeon freely here, eat that up, and do some Acid Armors, you know, something treacherous, basically. But no, he has Roost, which is interesting. He's racking up a lot of damage though. Definitely Coco is on a timer. Electric Terrain disappears. I'm like, okay, maybe he overpredicts, but no, he just goes for Full Switch. So he's safe play. Safe play. That doesn't do a lot. I can probably eat 2 Thunderbolts poorly, but I go for Acid. I go for the Acid Armor. I'm like, okay. I'm about to set up, and I'm about to baton pass these defense boosts into Snorlax and fucking wreck shop. But he brings out this Prankster Volbeat, and he's going to Encore me into Acid Armor. I'm like, okay, well, that's obnoxious, but kind of, you know, it is what it is. No big deal. No biggie at all. So I'm forced to go for another Acid Armor. I'm like, okay. I have to swap here. I do have my Prankster immunity on my team, which is pretty good, but I'm not going to go into that. I'm going to try to scare this thing out with Gliscor. I think Volbeat is just a bug type. So I think I could hit it with Earthquake if I really wanted to. I don't remember as the battle was going on. So he just baton passes into his Tapu Koko, and I'm like, okay. His Koko's really low. If I would have hit the Stone Edge, it would have been great. It would have been very, very, very good. So okay, he's low, like really low. If he doesn't roost, he goes down. And he's thinking, I'm gonna protect. I don't protect. I go for the EQ. He roosts, and that is gonna be a Koko down. So, you know, this little figure here, this opening video might not be up yet, but he's down. Down. This is an annoying Pokemon to deal with. He's very versatile. Especially in draft format, but only one person gets him. And no OU teams, he's everywhere too. So he goes in Latios, I'm like, okay, well, guess what? Motherfucker. I've got the Fling, man. So I go for Fling, and I think he specs. Because that hit pretty hard. So I fling my Toxic Orb. It does mediocre damage. And he gets Toxic. Badly poisoned. I'm like, got you. I got you. You crafty little devil. So obviously I'm going to protect here. I don't want to lose Gliscor just yet. He's pretty good. He put in the most work. MVP of this battle, even though he might not have had the most KOs. He actually might have. But he might not have. I haven't actually kept track at all. But now I'm comfortably able to live another energy ball unless it's a crit or a super, super high roll. And yeah. So I barely lived that one. It was a crit. I'm like, okay. Well, I comfortably managed. And I think this is the point where he goes down to Toxic, and he does. So Gliscor is looking kind of low. But the good thing with like Toxic Heal is actually heals a good deal of, like, it heals a good amount of HP every turn. And you know, I thought about having this crazy set with Earthquake, Fling, and Thief, but it doesn't really let me have the coverage that I want. And so he goes for Fake Out, I protect there. I'm like, okay, this guy must have Ice Punch or something to hit me with. I'm just gonna let Gliscor go down. So I outspeed, actually, which is pretty crazy. I did not think I'd outspeed this thing. Earthquake does decent damage at -1, and he just goes for a close combat. I'm like, what? That does relatively little to me. I'm like, okay, well, at this point, I've basically protected to keep this thing alive. So I'm like, okay, he's gonna know that. He's gonna want to swap out. He's gonna let me get my healing up, and then, you know, kind of whatever. But no, he just goes for another attack. I'm like, okay, I'm not sure where his mindset is right now, but I'm about to KO this thing because I outspeed. So basically that was just for me to get a little bit more recovery. You okay, buddy? Hi. But I outspeed anyways, and I go for, because he might have gone for Mach Punch, which wouldn't have done anything to me anyways. I get a little bit more recovery. I'm back at about half. And then he goes into Crocodile. So I'm like, okay, Crocodile, I have Scarf Darmanitan. I have Vaporeon. What? Hold on, buddy. And he's gonna set up bulk ups on me. He's gonna set up some bulk ups. He's gonna get pretty bulky, nice and bulky. But I'm still doing damage, and he doesn't have recovery as far as I can see. What? 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 Do you want down? Alright. 1 second. I'll be right back. Right back. So anyways, I'm gonna keep going for Earthquake. He's gonna keep bulking up or go for Crunch, depending on what point in the battle we are. And, alright. So I'm back. Crunch did pretty good damage to me. Earthquake isn't doing too much to him, but you know, there's a small chance I get a crit or something. And he just goes for another bulk up right here. So he's actually really ballsy. I don't know what exactly he's banking on here. Like, I don't know. I don't know, because even with all these bulk ups, he can't really survive any kind of special attack or anything. There you go. Are you ready for a nap? You might be ready for a nap. It does get a Moxie boost, so if this thing had rest or something and could outspeed me, it would be pretty problematic, but he can't. So I'm just going to U-turn here. I'm pretty confident I can take it out with a U-turn and get some initiative against his last Pokemon. If I couldn't remember what his last Pokemon was, so I just kind of went into Murkrow. So I'm like, okay. But I brought the wrong Murkrow set. You know, no big deal. This is my Calm Mind, Feather Dance, Roost, Dart Pulse set. It's pretty scummy. But after a few Calm Minds and some Calm Minds and some Roosts, I can handle most things. And Feather Dance for all the physical attackers. Like, it's a pretty basic Murkrow set, I'm pretty sure. Like, it's not extremely creative, but I think in draft format it's not used at all, ever. If this thing had Toxic, it wouldn't work on me because it's Prankster. So actually, Prankster kind of goes against the Volbeat in this instance, because I have a Dark Prankster user myself, which is pretty overpowered. It's pretty OP. So he can only hit me with Bug Buzz. Not a huge deal. Like, he's like not doing anything to me. So he kind of chastised me for this, but I went for the Roost here. I was playing it safe. I kind of wanted to preserve my differential because I did lose pretty badly one battle this season. So the less Pokemon I can lose, the better. And that's kind of the mindset I'm going for. So I have 4 months left. If I get a +4, that's great. So I'm just going to go for another Dark Pulse. And he gets a berry. Citrus berry there. And Bug Buzz is not doing much. Not doing much at all. Almost done. Almost done. There you go. And he gets a gnarly crit here. So I'm like, okay, see, that was why I had to Roost up. And that is the end of the battle. Volbeat goes down. I win 4-0. 4-0, Jacob Owen. 4-0. Yes. Daddy won 4-0. And this is one of my better battles, and I don't think I really prepared too much for this one. But that is it, guys. That is it for me. Have a great day. Please like and leave a comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you for watching.